We have quarter 4 out there of the men. Eli Hanneman, number 6 in the rankings, against Keijiro Nishi, Japanese surfer, number 21, already matching his best result at the CCS level ever. Meanwhile, Eli Hanneman has been on a tear. Eli Hanneman out there in the red. He's been on tour before. He qualified at this location a few years ago, and he is up and riding. Already has an 8.5 earlier on this event. Woo! And the Lahaina kid going to town right there. You better claim that too.
Accomplished task, man. He qualified yo-yo. Look at the turns, guys. First snap, huge. The second one, humongous. And then click the third sting with rail to rail without catching any part of his gear there. Woof. Electric surfing from Eli.
Well, and he's just quick.
Yeah.
Like, he goes quick in transition, and the kid knows how to place his board in the right spot at the right time. Slow-mo right here, especially the second turn. Critical, Marcos.
Oh, the money turn was there, man. And how about those combinations, man? Rail to rail, sting in the...
That's when you really see some separation right there. His second ride here, under priority, working this wave well. Good flow, and if things going really flat on him, he's going to kick out, but that's going to be a decent backup at the moment.
Over there, the scores. Let's see, Keiji.
Yeah, and this kid has just been ripping all event too. Riding a carbon board by Tokoro. Guy knows how to win. Hanneman, former CTer, former US Open champion. That is how he qualified, ladies and gentlemen. One of the most progressive surfers on the planet.
Oh, amazing speed. Check it out, first turn, almost a setup to explode this tail slide reverse fidget spinner style. The boy was stacking clips way before heading to the competition scene. From above, that will be insane to watch, man.
So Lahaina local, longtime manager Sean Ward. He's always been under the tutelage of Sean. And
whoa, a Reaper itself, he was runner coast of São Paulo, the place that brings us Mr. ADS, Adriano de Souza.
Nishi now, that's some great surfing on the forehand. And for somebody, I was gonna say, to be able to do this on the forehand is so complex.
Man, my favorite goofy so far, so good for Keijiro. Beautiful surfing, like a Kalani Hop 3.0, man.
Then looking at the Banco Brasil replay, another angle right here. Fitting that carve in such a tight space, so complicated. It's a lot of pressure on your hips too.
Oh yeah, a lot of torque there on the core. Amazing, man. It's a different science.
Needs almost an identical wave. Once again, a 6.85 or better. Second priority. And Hanneman not biting on this one. He's going to let him go, but thing has potential down the line. It's a cool layback. Comes out of it with a smile.
Between sushi and like acai here, we're providing a lot of electricity for the Japanese entourage crew.
So comes through 4.23, not enough, but still radical.
Man, those numbers for just one layback hack. Cool.
Another angle, Marcos.
Tutorial, guys. Take notes.
And the flexip.
You know, especially for both of us, that was such a huge heat. You know, like Winter's sort of right in 10th at the moment, I think, and I'm sort of up the top end of the rankings now because of that heat. So
potential for him to qualify depending on other results at this location, but he still has 2 other venues to go to in case it doesn't happen right here. Nishi, he's needing a 6.85 in second place at the moment. Good heat out there in the water too. We saw really some competitive heat so far in this round. This one not falling far behind from it. 20:45 on the clock, and Keijiro has a 6.83. Couple of well-earned. And watch the US Open episode of Inside Pro Surfing live on WorldSurfLeague.com. We got a former champion of the US Open out there at the moment, Eli Hanneman, winning the event back in 2023. And if you win in Huntington, you can probably win anywhere else worldwide. 16 minutes remaining in quarterfinal number 4. The Banco Brasil Saquarema Pro presented by Condensed.
You know, MMA, a legend, the clash with a lot of Brazilians.
Well, speaking of clashing, ooh, a quick one right there for Eli, but I think there was just too much size in that wave.
Same thing, Barra da Tijuca have almost the same type of shape of those waves here.
So bigger, not always better.
Oh yeah, and the Barra da Tijuca difference from the sandbars to the channels.
Nishi into this one, he does. And Keijiro just a bit too far behind the opening section, and it was a good sell by Eli. He forced him to use priority. Personal best result here at the Challenger Series level as a Banco, but as a wild card. Looking at Keijiro Nishi now, 8:35 remaining in the last quarter. Big blast. Still some more room, and this wave doubling up. Well done by Nishi. Borders in the world said that if it weren't for Formula One, he probably wouldn't have seen more improvement, as we're seeing the carbon being used by Nishi.
Oh, yeah.
Needs a 685 right here.
I love Ben Skinner's kid. His rips also. Lucas Skinner. Beautiful transitions, crispy surfing, super fast, lightning fast. Man. And from above, whoa, surf flick right now, real time.
I think, you know, if we would have seen the better section into the lip line, probably thinking there's no doubt. But right here, as we've been saying, Hanneman now the heat leader. Just a small setup turn right there, much better on the second one. And a defensive move by Eli. Older sister Yanita, younger surfer Annette. Hanneman here, the heat leader up and riding. Throws the tail, that's a cool reverse. He's looking to improve on a 5.5. And some more speed down the line. Well done by Eli Hanneman. Somehow able to get just enough speed by Hanneman. You get him the right section, he'll make you pay.
Fidget spinner type of, you know, transition into the Disco and Frisco. Black and Decker used to call this trick a Black and Decker. Beautiful rotation on this tail slide, backside reverse. The second one, he didn't have any leverage to throw that turn, man.
Just the readjustment right there, though. I mean, getting speed once again, that is so hard to do, Marcos.
Blasting a tail slide, whoa, with a lot of intent and risk. There's such a tiny session there.
A great result for Keijiro Nishi. We'll see him compete at Pipe. Quarterfinal number 4, done and dusted. Hanneman moving through. He's going to face off against Oscar Berry in semifinal number 2.
Yeah, Eli, congratulations, going excellent again. You were able to capitalize even in these conditions. Talk us through your heat.
Yeah, I got a quick start, and I was pretty happy about that, and then it started to kind of go quiet, and I don't know, it just was kind of nerve-wracking because he's such a great surfer, and you know, anything can happen in these heats, and you never know when the wave could come for the other person, so yeah, I just, you know, I ended up getting the best waves of the heat, and I was able to surf my best on them and, you know, try and create some scores. So, yeah, I'm really grateful to be in semis.
Can you describe that 8.17 for us?
Yeah, I just kind of, when I was watching the heats before me, I was not seeing, like, anything crazy going on. Everyone was surfing great, but, like, I knew I didn't have to go out there and try a bunch of airs or do a bunch of crazy stuff because, you know, it's kind of a wave catching contest out there. It's pretty slow, so I just figured if I put myself on the best waves and just do some solid surfing, I'll get big scores. And I didn't even know it was going to be an 8. I thought it was going to be a solid score, but it's harder to tell when you're out there because you know, you're in the moment and you're not thinking about that stuff. So yeah, I was stoked when I heard it was an 8.
You totally deserve to be in the semi, so congratulations. Thank you very much.